Hey guys, and welcome to another reaction video. And yeah, today I'm taking another look at the reviews by ILoveKimPossibleAlot. This one is Hearth Eve, and it's the last one I've downloaded for now. I'm pretty sure there are more, so I just have to download new one next time. This is 10 minutes long. I remember the first 1 or 2 videos I had to do multiple episodes at a time because they were so short, but they seem to get longer now. So yeah, Hearth Eve. A little bit of backstory, a little bit of history. I liked it. I really liked the episode. So, yeah. I guess let's just see what she thinks about it. Starting in 3, 2, 1, click. Same old intro. Christmas and stuff, yeah.
In front of the other.
You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down.
Then the who's
Okay.
down in Whoville will all cry boo hoo.
He's Mr. 101. Goggles. All right, let's do it.
Okay. Sure. "2013. Yep. Totally,
Well, every pony,
up to
it's
date,
that
so-
time of year again.
Christmas!
And I'm Will
Exactly.
Elf Pony,
Nostalgic
assisting in
critic.
all your Christmas-related endeavors. And there are so many holiday classics that I know and love that I want to talk about. How many awesome Rankin Bass specials or corny live-action movies are there to cover? This is gonna be fun. Wait, this is a pony review show YouTube channel thing. And that means I have to keep it related to ponies. Don't want to be A&Y, right? Wait, isn't there only one MLP Christmas-themed anything? Well, let's get on with the most predictable Christmas review yet! That predictable episode being the MLP Christmas special Hearthwarming Eve from Season 2. I'm going to need a drink. So the episode begins in Camelot, where Princess Celestia has assigned the main 6 to do the annual Hearthwarming Eve play. Ha, derpy.
Yeah.
I assume that was her intention, because let's face it, this episode does the thing, you know, in cartoons, where they want to show an episode that happened in the past, and the present main characters become
Oh
people
yeah.
from the past.
That's often
Yeah,
kind of weird.
Either in the context of the show, this is a great coincidence, or Celestia knew that assigning every pony their parts.
It does make a lot of
knows
sense,
everything.
but I
Anyway,
never had a
during
big
the
problem with
episode,
it. I
it's
guess
interesting
it's
to
kind
note
of
that
weird.
Celestia haven't been around forever, but it still shows that they were alicorns before Discord came into power. It strikes me as odd because it raises all these questions that everyone has already discussed. Christ. So
No
the
quick
three groups
mining.
of pony are getting along due to differences and stereotypes, and then they have a meeting about it. Seriously, the Unicorn King sent his daughter. He couldn't have bothered to show up himself. Anyway, one of the points of interest here is Clover the Clever. She said she's Star Swirl's apprentice, right?
Yeah.
But then it's implied by Celestia that Star Swirl was her student, unless she was speaking from a historic point of view in Magical Mystery Cure. So where does that leave Clover the Clever? Was she next in line if Star Swirl failed? Did Celestia
knows?
actually tutor Star Swirl? All these questions. They make my brain hurt. Anyway, it's under the consensus that new land must be found. Cause this blizzard, man! So each tribe
Yeah.
searches far and wide. And finally, land is found.
I proclaim this new land to be Pegasopolis, Unicornia, Dirtville.
I hereby claim this land and all its riches in the name of His Majesty King James I, and do so name this settlement Jamestown.
As it turns out, the blizzard has mysteriously followed all the leaders there. They get trapped in a cave together, and it gets to the ridiculous point where the cast is fighting over rocks. Because rocks are sexy.
Yeah, totally.
Now these Wendigos are an interesting concept. They demonstrate, at least at this time, that not everyone is aware of the magic of the continent. Like, No one knew that the cause of these problems were the anger between these tribes.
No, I guess it just never happened
It's
before.
interesting because it makes me wonder what they discovered between this time and the present. Eventually, all the leaders are frozen, and the sidekicks realize
it's a
that
really
fighting
long
is the best way to
time,
solve their
so
problems. Seriously,
probably a lot of
shit, this
things.
is an Alicorn Princess. And some singing later, problem resolved. So the play wraps up, and then the main six have a reminder about being kind to each other.
Yep, that's
Besides
pretty
the
much the
play
whole
not
episode,
having
but we're not
any
even halfway
history in
through.
relation to the sisters, or, you know.
Where the fuck is Discord?
It's interesting to note how all of Equestria is
Somewhere
established, but it kind of
else.
takes the punch out of the sisters' mythology just a tad. Oh well, still a cool episode. I'm just waiting for my Alicorn Princess Clover the Clever. Perhaps she was the Alicorn Princess mentioned in Hearts and Hooves Day. Conspiracy theory accepted. What was that?
Evil laughter. Hi, Discord.
Did you really think that your budding little channel could review an equestrian history episode without my help? I've thought of many ways to sabotage this review, but alas, none of them
Is that really
require
Discord, or is this
expertise.
just some other
Seriously,
brony
the writers thought they could
YouTuber
get
that I
away
don't
with
know?
having an episode like this without my consideration. I mean, really.
Wait, I've got the perfect idea how to fix this. Somebody play some track, would you please? Sorry, I love the Grinch.
You're a loony, Mr. D. You really are a mess. Your harmony is twisted, you're as crazy as can be, Mr. D.
Mr. G is in
You're a
Discord,
cotton
okay.
candy cloud with chocolate rain.
It's random, I like it.
You're a demon, Mr. D. Your chaos causes fear. With your silly, painful jokes, you bring all ponies to tears, Mr. D. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot cane. You're a psycho, Mr.
Just
D.
keeps going. Is this gonna be the only thing for the for almost 4 minutes?
You have
left?
all
I-
the tact and humor of a pony that's insane, Mr. D. You're an old wilted daffodil and daisy sandwich with chaotic sauce. You're a scoundrel.
God, this song has more endings than the third Lord of the Rings movies. Every time he holds that notes and there's no lyrics for a while, I think it's ending. You know, a joke can get too long. No offense, but this is getting a little bit.
Between you, I'd take the pony that's insane. You're a trickster, Mr. D. You're the king and lord of pranks. Your heart's a sour lemon filled with curdled custard tarts, Mr. D. Your soul is an inverted treehouse, covered up with the most illogical assortment of tricks and treats imaginable, wrangled up in chaotic knots. You intimidate us, Mr. D, with your creepy vibe.
I have not seen The Grinch. It is not nearly as popular here as in Germany as it is in the US. It is something that you can watch on TV in the Christmas season. I never bothered. It didn't seem all that interesting. I know a little bit about it. I know that this song is from the Grinch movie, I guess. But if it is really that long in the original, then I probably don't want to watch the original.
Happy holidays, everyone!
what she said.
Still 1.5 minutes left.
But really, can you believe that Megan McCarthy wrote me to forget Fluttershy's name? I mean, I would never, ever do that.
Quit
I know
whining.
some people said it was a joke, but it was in poor taste in my opinion. I mean, I've agreed to be good when the elements of harmony aren't in play. My friendship with her must be pretty strong, but yet McCarthy seems to forget what my real motivation
Oh,
is.
shut up. The rest is just credits. It's 1 minute of credits. I guess there are a lot of people that work on this. Daydrifter 75. Nope, never heard. Okay. Half a minute end card. Okay. First of all, I have to say, I think I agree with her. She wrapped it up with anyways, it's a cool episode. And I agree, I liked it too. But other than that, I can't really remember all that much that she actually said about the episode. And yes, I do blame that song for that. I can understand that you may make like a couple of jokes after your review, but if your review gets twice as long due to these jokes, okay, there was also credits in there, I know, and the end card, but it was almost twice as long only due to this song and the couple of jokes that she made. That was a little extreme. Like I said, I haven't watched the original movie, and if the song was that long in the original movie as well, then, well, I guess it was more intended as it seemed way too long, like it more than twice as long as it should have been to just be funny. Like it started and I was really kind of weirded out. It seemed kind of random to me, but I liked it at the beginning. I liked it because it was random. The singing was good as well, but it dragged on longer and longer, and it was just, okay, we get it, move on. And then it kept going and going and going and got just okay. We get it. Kind of nice lyrics, good singing voice, but we get it, move on. And then it still keeps going. I think that song was way too long. Way too long, and I do blame it for having forgotten pretty much everything that she actually said about the episode, or most of it. Yes, it doesn't make that much sense that the ponies in the past, or the characters in the past, look the same as they do in the present, but I mean, it's just something they do. I don't have a problem with it. It's a little weird if you think about it, I guess, but just what it is. And yeah, it was before Luna and Celestia ruled the land. We're not entirely sure how long before that. I mean, when they called their new land Equestria, they put a flag down with the two royal pony sisters, Luna and Celestia, in the ground, so that would mean that they're already there, and they have maybe there was quite a bit of time between the scene in the cave and they declare, oh, I hit the mic, and they declaring their new land, where they just, yo, guys, get together, come, we could talk about it, and then talked about it, and then they shared their friendship, and they all became really good friends and said, okay, let's do one new country for all of us. And in that time, eventually Luna and Celestia showed up and said, those two, they seem competent, let's make them our rulers or something like that. And then, okay, good. Moved on to that new country, because they were like, 2 from every race, so 6. You can't make a new country with 6 ponies. That doesn't work. So they definitely did get all the peeps at one point, and then they got all. Why did I say peeps? All of the ponies and maybe there was quite a bit of time between the cave scene and the declaring the new land, and in that time they said, okay, those are our new princesses, and then they made the new flag, and only then came this. You know, that would make sense, I guess. But yeah, it actually makes quite a lot of sense. So I'm just assuming they were already alive, but they were just somewhat unknown or fairly new to the, like, not new as in they were just little fillies, but I guess the ponies that will live in Equestria didn't know of them for that long. If they did, like I said, you know, could be quite a while between these scenes. That would be one explanation. But yeah, what I wanted to say, we're not entirely sure said how long in the past it was, but I do very much believe that Luna and Celestia were at least alive when that happened. Maybe fairly young, definitely younger than now, but fairly young, so they did not change at all during the 1,000 years that Luna was on the moon. I mean, maybe it's just Alicorns get older and eventually they're fully grown and then they do not age anymore. Then we would know how much it would. But it's safe to say it's more than 1,000 years, because Celestia ruled before. Was already ruling Equestria before Nightmare Moon rose to power, I guess you could say. So quite a long time. So yeah, it's probably a lot of this has been changed and new things that have been discovered. But because she says something about it, I think I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. And I've probably been talking for a little too long. So video itself good. Should have made the song a little bit shorter and would have shortened the whole thing, which is not necessarily bad. So that's my opinion. The review itself pretty good, but that song was just way too long for me. I'm sorry. So yeah, I think that's everything I have to say for now. So I'm just gonna end the video right here. So I hope you guys like this little commentary, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.